Well, hello and welcome to a new video. Today I'm going to rank all of the products from my latest couple of hauls. I've never done a video like this before. I have ranked products from one brand in particular. I am still going to do a tops and flops video in a few days, most likely. But in my tops and my flops, I also mentioned products that I've had for a while and that I've just had the occasion to retry or whatever. Here I want to focus on only the makeup I recently purchased and the makeup I have been putting to the test this past month in particular. So it's mostly from my Shein and my Sephora haul. The videos are up on my channel already. And it's also a nice opportunity for me to mention the products that will not be in my tops and flops because they're not, oh my god, amazing, but they're not bad either. They're just kind of like, okay, I guess. Now, I can pretty much say there's products that are just not good, products that are really amazing, and then most of them are like somewhere in between. The ranking I did today is today's ranking. You know, it's not something that's set in stone. If I were to do that same kind of a video in a month, I'm guessing some of these would be different as I keep on trying them and using them in different ways. But basically, yeah, I'm gonna show you pretty much from the worst to the best. So we're starting with the worst product that I tried this month, and it's the Glam Sun Sculpt Liquid Contour. This is the shade Soft Tan. Now, I feel bad putting this in the worst position because there's nothing wrong with the formula, and I actually just got another shade of this because the formula is pretty similar as the blushes, which I love, and they are coming back later in this video. It's just the color. The color is all kinds of bad. Contour, typically you're going to use a cool toned color because you need to create a shade, but this is just gray. Like, this will never be flattering on any skin tone. Contour, again, it's not something that I do a lot, and I feel like it's something that mostly looks good on pictures, on camera, with certain angles, certain lightings. Like in real life, it tends to be a little bit weird at times if you really go all out. But this shade is so gray that even with the best lighting, the best like photo angle and all of that, it's just no, that color is just all sorts of wrong. So that's a no. Moving on, again from Glam, I have the Do It All 2-in-1 eyeliner. So you have one side that looks like this. So that's the liner. It's very, very sharp and super stiff. So to draw a very, very fine line, that's a line and that doesn't move, that's great. The issue I have is that your eye isn't a flat area like the back of your hand, you know what I mean? So I find it actually a bit difficult to use on the eyes, especially to extend the wing. And I mean, it's actually not very black and opaque. You kind of have to go back in, and when you go back in, it lifts the product. So the liner in itself, don't like the formula, don't really love the applicator, and this part that's supposed to help you correct and erase some of it, I mean, I feel like it makes a mess more than anything, so this is not good. A product I definitely did not expect to see this low in the ranking. Now we're getting into the products that are not bad. It's just for X and Y reason, can't quite figure out exactly how to work with them and how to really enjoy them. Charlotte Tilbury Cheek to Chic Swish and Glow Blusher in the shade Pillow Talk. This might be my fault. Maybe I should have bought this in a store, checked the different colors, and not go for the obvious choice. I mean, I don't mind the colors, just I don't mind it. That's it. I don't mind the formula. I don't mind the way it looks. It's indeed not as glowy as I was afraid it would be. For a glowy blush, it's quite pretty, it's just, I don't mind it, you know. It's not something I fell in love with, and I fell in love with pretty much all of the Charlotte Tilbury face products I've used, and so it's disappointing. It's not a bad product, but it's just compared to the rest of the products from this brand, it's just disappointing. So I use it. I'm gonna keep it because this is quite expensive. Yeah, I don't know. It's just not something that's so exciting to me. This Plump Finish setting spray by NYX. It's not bad. It definitely has a plumping effect when you put it on. It does like juice up the skin a little bit, but I feel like it can be a little bit like it juices up the skin, but in a way that can get a little bit tacky, a little bit sticky and weird. The spray on this, I'm gonna show you. It's super, super aggressive. It's very strong and very wet. And so when you spray it on your skin, you are drenched, which, I mean, it's the point, you know, it helps with the plumping effect. But I find that sometimes, well, every time I use it, I have to be extra careful. Sometimes I get little spots because I have little droplets of the spray that just actually remove what I have on my face, you know. So it's not really the best. Maybe if the spray in itself was different, the formula would still be good. Again, it's not a bad one. You definitely see a difference when you spray it on only half your face. I did the test and it definitely makes a difference. Can't say it's a difference I care for too much, and like I said, the spray is just, it's violent. I then have from Glam this Jelly Wow lip oil. Not bad. It's just, I don't know, I was expecting something more oily. It's definitely more glossy than I thought. Now, I don't know if that's actually the consistency of any other lip oil, and it's just me that was confused about the product, but I feel like for a lip oil, it's still a bit too sticky and gloss-like. Like I said, it's not bad. It was actually in my purse. I almost forgot it because sometimes I like to apply it because it's cute and it smells good. It tastes good also. And it's pretty and it's a nice feeling, I guess, but it's just not, yeah, it's I don't know. It's not anything really special in my book. Now, the next few products, I feel like I keep changing them, rearranging my ranking. I don't really know. So again, I mean, don't think that this is set in stone and that if I put one product at a specific spot, I like it less than the other one. You know, sometimes it's just like something of the moment. So next I'm going to talk again about the NYX products. So this is the Plump Right Back and the Marshmallow Primer. They are not bad. Definitely not. They're quite nice to put on. They both smell nice. They both feel good. The one issue I have with it is that I'm questioning, and it's something I'm questioning about all primers lately, even though I still put them on. I'm questioning really how much does it do. This one does feel like it smooths the skin a little bit, and this one does feel like it hydrates it a bit more. Again, it's definitely a nice step and a nice feeling on the skin. But at the end of the day, after you add your foundation and all of it, it's just, yeah, I'm not sure I noticed that huge of a difference. I actually did a video where I compared the two. I put this one on the side and that one on the other side of my face. And I mean, there really wasn't much of a difference, and they're supposed to do very different things. So not bad, still use them, still enjoy them. Just not sure that these are necessarily like very different and amazing primers compared to others. I have a product that is not available anymore, and that was actually never available if you're not watching from France or Belgium or whatnot. So this is a palette that Sephora made in collaboration with a French YouTuber. It's good. It's a good quality. The color story is very interesting. It's very a one-shop stop. Is it the saying? it's the kind of palette that you take this and you're good to go. You know, you have a bit of everything to create a bunch of very, very different looks. And I think that was the goal of the palette. In that sense, it's definitely a success. It is a good palette. It's just, I don't know, I don't really reach out for it that much. I created a couple looks with it and I did enjoy them, and there's still a bunch I want to do. I want to try and use more of the nude shades there, but I don't know, I feel like when it comes to colors, I'm not so much into these kinds of colors at the moment, and when it comes to more nudes or neutral shades, I wouldn't reach for this palette, you know? So it's kind of like, it's a good palette. It's just, I feel like it's a very, very good palette for you to have if you want a palette that does it all. That is perfect. It's just, I have a ton already, so I don't really need one palette for every look. That being said, I'm going on a 3-week vacation soon, and I'm thinking I might bring this because the packaging looks like it's solid enough that it's not gonna break in transit. And like I said, you can create a bunch of different things with it. So good palettes, just not something I'm gonna reach for a ton. And then, okay, hear me out. Please don't click away. Don't be mad. I'm not as excited as I was at first about the Glam palette by Natasha Denona. Let me explain. This is Natasha Denona quality, my favorite for eyeshadow. I love her so much. I love her color stories. This is my favorite brand when it comes to eyeshadow formula. It's just, I love it. I have 2 issues with it. The first one, and it's something that's completely my fault, I didn't pay attention. I wouldn't have changed anything, I still would have bought it, but in my head, there was a better distribution between matte and shimmery shades, because right now you only have 5 mattes in there, which it's enough. It's definitely enough to create the base of your look. And I mean, it's a monochromatic palette. You know, you're not supposed to be able to create like 10 different colorful looks, but I feel like some of these shimmers are very similar, and they are different. I know that. It's just, I don't know. There's some of these shimmers I feel like I'm not really gonna use, or if I use this one or that one, really, how big of a difference does it make? I don't know. Like I said, don't get me wrong, I love it. The quality is amazing. I love the shimmers as much as the mattes. I mean, it's a good palette. The issue I have, which it's not an issue, it's just the timing is all wrong for me personally. I had 25% off on Sephora, and so I was like, you know what, I'm gonna get it because I had been thinking about it for a while, so it was kind of the perfect opportunity for me to put my hands on this, and I'm glad that I did, and I'm gonna use it a ton. This is a smart purchase from me. Is it smart to buy a palette when you have already 50 plus? Let's say it was a smart purchase because it's a palette I'm going to use a ton on a day-to-day basis when I don't know what to do, when I just want to do something quick, but that's not warm because sometimes I like cool tones and it's just very unique. And a lot of these shades I know look amazing on my eyes with my eye colors, so I'm going to use it a ton. But just not right now, because right now I'm not in the mood for these kinds of look. First of all, I'm in the mood to play with a bunch of glitters, which I did today a little bit, but it's very discreet because I didn't want to spend like an hour doing my makeup. But I'm much more tempted to go into colors and pastels and all of that. And I mean, spring is here. It's just not a time for me to reach for that kind of palette a lot. I've been eyeing that pastel palette that she released recently, and it's gorgeous. If I had to choose the palette that gets me the most excited and happy and that inspires me to create a look, right now it's the pastel palette. So had I bought the pastel palette, I would have been using it a ton, but I would have been using it a ton right now, and then, you know, it wouldn't have been a palette that I would have gotten a lot of use of on the long term, if that makes sense. Whereas this, right now, can't say I'm excited about it. I mean, I look at it and I'm like, yeah, it makes me sad. It doesn't because it's a gorgeous palette. It's just not the right time for me to wear it a ton. Still very happy I have it. Still gonna use it a ton come fall, but in the meantime, it's just gonna, not in the mood for this. I then have the Glam Insta Ready Face and Under Eye Setting Powder Duo. I cannot make up my mind about this. I'm not sure how I feel. The loose setting powder for the face, it's just very white. I feel like it does leave a white cast on my skin. Now, that's not necessarily a bad thing, because if I'm going a little bit too deep with my foundation, it kind of balances it out. It's not a bad finish. It's not a powder that looks bad. I can't really make up my mind about it. Honestly, it's just, I don't dislike it. I'm also not sure that it's something that I'm like, oh wow, it's special, it's different, I love it. The under eye powder, that's a compact powder. It's nice. I feel like it is blurring a little bit, but again, I'm not sure it's that special. I'm not sure. It doesn't actually look a little bit too white for my taste. So I don't know. I don't know about this. It's good. I like it. When I use it, I don't go like, oh crap, this looks awful, or I regret putting this on my face. I haven't had a major fail with this. And I do believe that the compact powder can be used to really kind of smooth pores as well. But yeah, I don't know. I'm not convinced yet. I like it, but I need to try it a bit more and use it and see how I feel. In the same kind of spirit, I have the Laura Mercier Secret Blurring Powder for Under Eyes. I do like it. I have been using it a little bit, and I like it for under the eyes. I also like it a little bit here, again, to kind of blur out the pores a little bit. Kind of the same thing that this, I'm not sure exactly how to use it in a way that completely works with the rest of my makeup. I think I really like it, and I think I'm going to like it even more. And I think that as I use it with different kinds of makeup, different concealers, whatnot, I'm gonna find it to be a new step in my routine, where no matter what I have applied as a concealer, powder, foundation, whatnot, I will always kind of add this on a little bit to brighten and smooth out everything. But yeah, I like it. It's just, there's a learning curve, I would say, with this one, but I do like it, and I feel like it's making a big difference. I then have lashes from Shein. I don't think it's the Glam brand. I think it's just lashes. I don't know exactly. I bought a bunch of these. I had like, I think 10 pairs, something like that. I've tried 3 so far. I like them. They're really good. I don't really have much to say about it. There's another product I'm going to be talking about in a few minutes in link with these lashes, because you know lashes are not my strong suit. I've been getting better at this thanks to a product, but these are good. They were too long for me, but most of the lashes are, so I had to cut them a little bit. The only thing I would say is that all of these bands, not only from the ones that I've tried, but from what I've seen the other lashes, they have large, thick black bands, which means that if you want to wear these without putting on eyeliner, with something a bit more soft, it's going to show. It's not going to look pretty. They're good. They're really good. I do like them. It's just that it's not a lash that I can use in a natural look without any liner on, so they're just for specific makeup only. So for the lashes, I have the Rare Beauty mascara. This is a good mascara. Don't really have any complaints, really. I'm surprised because it's kind of a silicone brush, but the bristles are completely fine. I don't mind. I usually don't like it too much, but I really don't mind with this one. It feels like a regular brush. I do like it. It looks pretty on the lashes. It's long lasting. It doesn't transfer. I mean, it's good. I don't have anything bad to say about this. I just feel like I have mascaras from the drugstore that are very good as well. This is not the most expensive mascara that you can find at Sephora, but I don't know. I feel like it's not something that I necessarily need or that I would purchase. I do enjoy it, but I know that, like I said, I have less expensive mascaras that work just as well. So good, but yeah, you can find better and you can definitely find cheaper. I then have the Nars Climax liquid eyeliner. This is the one that has a tip that, you know, you have one side that's thicker and one side that's very fine to work the inner corner and work the details and all of that. I do like it. It's very black. It glides on. It's a brush applicator, not a felt tip. So it's really, really nice. I'm not the best at liner either, mostly because my eyes are not the same and they starting to fall a little bit. So sometimes I still fail with this. I mean, it's not magic. It's not going to change your eye shape, but more often than not, I do enjoy my liner when I use this, and it stays on also. Like, it doesn't move. It's a bit hard to remove. But yeah, I really do like it. I've been reaching out for it a ton. Whenever I do a liner, I like the fact that you can go thicker and just really fill in if you have a thick liner, and you can be very precise. It's very good for, like I said, the inner corner. Yeah, it's a good eyeliner, really good. Next, I have the Lift and Snatch Brow Tint pen. I have mine in the shade ash brown. Very, very good liner for the brows. This is also a brush and not felt tip. It's super, super fine and precise. The color matches me perfectly. It's really, really good. I love using this whenever I apply my Simple Beauty brow gel, which just like glues my brows, and then I go through my brows with this to like create more hair. Amazing. Next, we have the Glam Complexion Pro Long Lasting Breathable Matte Foundation. This is such a good foundation. It's €8. It's €8, and you know the deal with Shein. If you order for, I don't know, like €40, then you get 10% discount and so on and so forth. It's amazing. It really is amazing. It's the kind of coverage that I like. It's the kind of finish that I like. It ages well on the skin. It's just really good. The only issue I have with it, at first I was like, wow, I picked the perfect shade. I cannot believe I managed to pick my right shade online. It oxidizes. So I do have to mix it in with my white pigment at the moment, because otherwise, like at first when I apply it, it's fine, but then couple minutes later it gets darker. But yeah, as soon as I will have a bit of a tan on, it will be perfect. And it's an amazing formula. I really, really do like it. Nothing bad to say about this either. The Milk matte bronzer stick in the shade Baked. This is a mini size, so this is €13 without discount. You can always get a discount here and there. I love it. I really, really love it. I feel like the small size is more than enough. You have enough product in there that can last you quite a bit, especially if you're like me and you actually have a bunch of different bronzers that you have to go through. This is good. It's a very, very good bronzer stick. It's an amazing creamy formula. It's creamy enough that it blends into the skin seamlessly without rubbing off any foundation you have on your skin, but it's also not too creamy that it moves everything. It's just really the perfect texture for a bronzer stick. I really love it. The color as well. You can definitely build it up and have something deeper. You can sheer it out and have something lighter. It's just, get this. It's like, it's €10. Get it. Next up from Glam. I was not expecting this. Definitely not. This is their Brow Duo. It has a name, but it's not on the packaging, so I don't know exactly what the name is, but you can find it online, I guess. So you have on one side a brow pencil, a retractable pencil, classic. And on the other side, you have a liner, which is also a brush applicator, not a felt tip. And it's amazing. I use it all the time. It never fails me. Like I said, it was really a surprise because I added it into my cart as an add-on. You know, I was like, yeah, you know how, like I said, you need to reach a certain amount to get discount. I was like, I might as well get to that amount and get that discount. So I was like, you know, a brow product, you can go through them quite quickly. It's always kind of useful. So yeah, okay, why not? I love it so much. I actually got another one just in case they stop making these. That way I have a backup because I love it. I actually really do love it. I use the pencil side to really create the shape of my brows and fill them in a little bit more. And then I use the liner to create little strokes. It's just, I love it. I really love it. It's a couple of euros. Like, it costs close to nothing, and it's amazing. It is so amazing. You can use this and only this and a brow gel if you want them to stay in place, of course, but it's just, you can use it in different ways. I just love it so much. I cannot stop using this. Amazing. So I forgot to tell you, but we have just entered the top 3. So this was number 3. It's actually all Glam. So say what you will about Shein and Glam and all of that, they do have some amazing things, like very well hidden gems. Well, not so well hidden because I feel like a lot of people have been talking about it. So number 2, we have the blushes. These are the Color Bloom liquid blushes. I have mine in the shade Hush Hush and Float On. And guess what? I just received another order from Glam with a bunch of different shades. I want them all. Again, it's like, what, 3-4 euros. Formula is amazing. It doesn't move. You know how blush after a couple hours, it's like, where did it go? Like, this stays on. It's beautiful. The finish is amazing. It makes your skin looks like you don't even have makeup on, even if you have a ton of foundation underneath. I don't get it. I don't get it. But this is amazing. The shades are amazing. It's just, if go on Glam, buy these products. Come on, like, it's just, it costs nothing. It is great. And at the first position, number 1, the product that has changed my life. From Glam, again, it's the All Eyes on You eyelash glue liner. You guessed it, I did repurchase another one. I also bought a black one because this one is the clear version. This has changed my life. Well, at least it has changed the way I apply false lashes. It's amazing. It really is amazing. So it's a liner. Like I said, this one is transparent, but I did get another one in black. I'm gonna try it. So you just put it directly on your eyes and then you stick the lashes to it, and that's it. That's it. It's as easy as that. And you know how sometimes I watch people putting on lashes with lash glue on the lashes, and they tell you like, oh, it's that simple. You put on the lash glue, you let it dry and get a little tacky, and then you place the lashes, and it just seems so easy, but it's not. At least not for me. This is as easy as I just said. Glue on the eyes, put the lash, place it correctly. That's it. That's it. It's amazing. That's why I've been wearing more lashes, false lashes lately, and that's also why I'm so much more inclined to do super colorful, crazy looks, because now I know that I can use false eyelash and not mess up, which is something that before I would always be like, oh, I just created a beautiful look. Lashes would look amazing with this, but if I screw it up, I'm gonna mess the whole thing. Now I'm not afraid. I'm not afraid of putting on lashes anymore. It's just, again, a couple of euros. If you can't put on lashes and you desperately want to, you need this. And that is all for today's video. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, make sure to give it a thumbs up. You can also subscribe to my channel because it's free, so why wouldn't you? And I will see you guys next time. Bye.